Hello and welcome to Vaidya's Chess Hub, and it is a nice bright Sunday morning, almost will be afternoon in about 5 more minutes, and it is the day when we will look at the students' performance, and we are going to talk about their areas of improvement, what they could do better, and we will also, if time permits, then indulge in some tactical positions. Also, this evening there could be a bullet tournament. Depends on whether the senior students are going to organize one. Good morning, Itesh. Hello, Prajna. Hello, Vardhan. Stay for the feedback, Vardhan. It's very important. Pragya, good morning. Hello, Sagar. And you are all most welcome. Have your notepad ready and please keenly listen to whatever it is that I say during the feedback. It doesn't have to be that I have to in particular take your name and say things. When I give a feedback, sometimes it's a general feedback that might apply to you. So you should know that this is a particular point that maybe applies to me, and accordingly take it in a positive way. And well, Jay is saying that I finished fourth on Friday. Well, Jay, we are going to look at some area of improvement for you. Hello to Arya Mahakal as well, Arya Sonic. Stick around for the feedback. After the tournament, I did have a word with Omkar sir about your performances. I'm going to share that also with you. He is actually very proud of the students of our hub, as proud as I am about you fine people. Pragya has a comment, sir, in the tournament I was winning against Vihang, but time pressure, so I lost, you should say. I have observed that particular game, I think. So Pragya, you will do even better in the future. I have no doubt about your potential. You have great potential, Pragya. You will do better. Your rating doesn't really show your class. You're much better than what your rating reflects, mind you. So we will talk about it. Hello, Rayansh Inamdar. Hey, Samartha is here. Hello, Samartha. Thanks for joining in. And I hope that you know you had a wonderful chance against Omkar sir. That was really heartbreaking. Hello, Disan. Now, Disan is probably the one not to go through our WhatsApp messages because he just messaged me on Leeches whether you've started the stream. My dear fellow, if I have already put a message on WhatsApp group as to when I would start, then yeah, I'll do that at that time. Hello, Namish Dhake is here. Someone says good evening, and that is Disan again. So it's evening for him already, although people are barely into their noon right now. Hello, Avdut. And hello, Mohit Patel. Granth Samartha has acknowledged. Samartha probably has seen his game against Omkar sir, so he's made it very clear that, yeah, I know about it. I had a very good chance of defeating Omkar sir. That would give us our first required victory. I wanted 2 wins. Atharva Prabhu saying good afternoon. Barely a couple of minutes. I'll take that, but not good evening. Prajna claims that please use 5 plus 3. So Prajna, does that mean that in a game where there is 3 plus 2 time control, you will use a minute? And then when it is 5 plus 3, you will use 2 minutes. That's all will be the difference for you, is it not? Hello, Rutu is here. Pragya's comments. Sir, my match, she says that against Vardhan, I lost my queen. Ooh. But he did blunder and I captured his queen and won that game. I will talk about Vardhan and his performance today, certainly. Disan says I've checkmated 1999. Okay. Really? Rayansh, you don't lose on time. You lose because you don't pay attention at your opponent's last move. Mark my words. Kalyani, a big hello. Please be regular. Please be regular. For all our uh, you know, programs and streams to the extreme, what can you say, the extreme left hand side of the screen, you have our weekly agenda. So Kalyani, just be regular. Guys, I think it's 12 and it's time for us to start. Okay, so let's begin. I hope that everybody is here and it shouldn't be late. It's not fair. It's already scheduled. It's always on Sundays at noon. So this is the first one. The podium finish screenshot. Omkar sir finished first with a clean score. No problems, no blemishes. But he did mention later on the call, or in fact on WhatsApp, that his performance was not flawless, and indeed he escaped checkmate by the skin of his teeth, because Samartha could have defeated him. Checkmate in one is what Samartha missed. I'll share that screenshot later. And another thing is, what you should appreciate is he's always someone who appreciates all of you. So that is the one good quality about Omkar sir, that he's very appreciative of how you guys play, how you guys compete. So his rating is in 2100, but he's appreciative about most of our students. I like that. And he doesn't keep it to himself. He shares it with me so that I can eventually share it with you. So you should be proud of that. That me, it's your Amey sir, Omkar sir, we are all proud of you, the way you show promise sometimes. But at the same time, I definitely get mad when you make repeated errors. And we will talk about the 5+3 timing later. At the moment, we'll stick to how you perform, because whether it's 3+2 or 5+3, if you are not willing to use time, how many, just count how many screenshots I would capture, and I have captured, where you say that 3+2 is not enough time, but then people are ready to just finish it in a matter of a few seconds, in single digits. What's the point? So, I mean, come on, Namish says agreed with Prajna. You should be the last person to say that. You know how fast you play, Namish? It doesn't matter even if I give you an hour to play one game, you'll finish it in a few minutes. It doesn't matter. You should ask for more time if I see you consistently losing on time in a 3+2 game, not otherwise. Come on, don't tell me that. Don't show me just one game where you use time. It should be a consistent habit, because now watch out for the next screenshots. The second to finish was Chinmay. Now Chinmay is somebody we should greatly appreciate. I don't, I think it would be okay if you all appreciate him in the chat box again. He is the one player who has shown consistent improvement over the past few months, along with Pragya, Samartha, and even to some extent, I would say that Jay has improved. Jay has a lot more to improve. We'll talk about him later. But these are the people where, I really feel I get that sense of satisfaction about how they go about their game, how they have improved. Radhesh has just joined. Hello, Radhesh. Why are you late? Yes, Chinmay, you're getting a lot of applause from your friends, and you deserve that. Your performance, look at that. Your performance was 1900. Brilliant. I mean, definitely something much higher than what your rating is. So that's appreciated. The third position is where Vihang stands, and he was the one to be expected to be on the second spot on the basis of rating, but he lost 2 games. I believe he lost 2 games, right? And against Chinmay, notably, that's brilliant. That is why we are praising Chinmay out here. He has played well. He's defeated big players, no doubt about that, Pragya. So that's about the podium finish. And don't forget even for a moment that Omkar sir's performance was 2-1-2-2. That is salute. I mean, make no mistake, 2-1-2-2 is a very, very good performance. Give me a break. And still he has, full modesty in saying that you guys play well and that his performance was not flawless. He could have played even better. This is something that you should all appreciate about Omkar sir. Wonderful indeed. Let's move on to our next. Uh, yeah, the next in the feedback. This is it. Now, why is this being shared? This is again, I think, an example of how to use your time. This is improvement by Pragya and greatly appreciated, because a couple of Sundays ago I did talk about Pragya not making the most of the opportunity she has got whilst playing against somebody like Omkar sir, 2100 rating. Here the juniors have to learn something, and not just juniors, some seniors also. Look at the use of time. Ask yourself how many, and be honest about it. Ask yourself, how many times do you see such things in your games where you are down to some seconds and your opponent is also down to some seconds? So this is a nicely fought game. It's a good contest. Whenever I see such things, there is promise that yes, these players, they can do very well in future as well. Pragya, there's no doubt that there will be a day we'll see more wins from you. This is a screenshot that tells me a lot about you. So congratulations, Prajna. This is wonderful indeed. People are appreciating that. That is always, whenever you have a screenshot, whatever it is that you want to comment, you should do that and appreciate for what you see. Good use of time. The next one, now this, what can you say? What black played is bishop attacking bishop. What white played here was the queen going back to d2. Now I don't understand this. Why would you allow your opponent to bust open your king side, especially the side where this castling done? So in this position, white has played, isn't it Arya, by the way? White's Arya, I believe. Kavish, don't be late for feedback sessions. There's no reason for you to be late, man. You should be on time. I would rather be happier, because it's not that when I take your name, the feedback applies to you. I have always said that you should listen to the feedback offered for all. Maybe there are points that you can learn. So Arya here is white, and he should have taken that bishop and then played probably a move like g3. And even if he wanted to play queen d2, then maybe perhaps subsequently should have. Here he played the move shown by the green arrow, and he allowed black to take the bishop, and then there was g takes f3, and then there are double pawns on the f file, f2 and f3. So if Arya is listening to this, you should comment. This is what you should avoid. Your king at the moment, your king at the moment, Arya, is completely safe. But the moment you allow your opponent to play bishop takes f3, then you have to play g takes f3. Notice it. And that's when your king gets busted open. The king is completely in the open, devoid of any protection of the pawns. And hey, that is one of the reasons why people castle. If you are going to bring your king all out in the open and expose him to dangers, well, then you are going to lose. And eventually, that brought your downfall in this game. So Arya, I'm hopeful that you have noted your feedback. And again, when I say this to Arya, it applies to all other juniors as well, who might just be doing the same thing. Don't allow the pawns on the G and the H file to be taken or allowed to get doubled. It often creates problems, especially if the castling has happened on the king side there. Okay, I hope that it's duly noted. Don't say sorry. It's not a tremendous blunder, But I am saying it's not a tremendous blunder. It is something that you can remember and probably do in the games to come in the future, Arya. So you can definitely avoid that from happening. Let's proceed to the next. Now, who are the great guys over here? This, I believe, is where the black player, please type the names of white and black players. I think somebody has to take that responsibility. Maybe Jay or Prajna can do that. So who is white and who is black here? Mayank has just joined us. Mayank, welcome. You did try your best that day on Friday, but you can do even better. Be consistent in the hub. Play tournaments on some Fridays so that I can have a feedback for you as well on certain Sunday. White is Hitesh, black is Reyansh. Now Reyansh here has made a mistake. Thanks for that. Vihang, Jay, thank you so much. Now Reyansh, what he did was he played the move shown with the green arrow. Now what happens when you make such a move is that you get your piece into a pin. I repeat, you get your piece into a pin. You should know that in the background, Reyansh, watch it properly. Watch it properly and enjoy this, because your coach probably sees things probably that you haven't, and that gives you a new perspective. So don't be all knowing. This is important. So your bishop on b7 is hanging. The moment you take, there are options. You could have taken with the bishop as I've shown with the red arrow, and that would have been significantly better. But because you played something that is shown with the green arrow, what has happened here is that you got your knight pinned because of the hanging bishop on b7. Okay? The queen has pinned the knight, and later white, who is Hitesh in this case, he was able to just push the pawn onto the c4 square. Watch it. His pawn on c3 at the moment. He had doubled pawn c2 and c3. But because of your move, knight takes d5, what happened is white was immediately able to just play c4. And doesn't matter if he plays b takes c4, because again there will be d takes c4. And now that knight is pinned, and that's hurting. That's what, again, I will talk about initiative and tempo. I talk so often about initiative and tempo, don't I? So the initiative and tempo suggests that if you had taken with the bishop, observe, Reyansh, observe this. If you had taken bishop takes d5, then you would have played with initiative, meaning that you could have attacked the queen. Remember, the square d5 is defended by white twice, but then you also have a couple of defenders. So after bishop takes d5, knight, bishop takes d5 even by Hitesh, maybe you could have played queen takes d5, and I'm saying the game could have gone on. I'm not saying it is better or winning for black, but I am saying avoid getting your pieces into pinned positions. Okay, Sarup Chavan is here. A big hello and welcome. So avoid your pieces from getting into a pin. Had you played bishop takes d5, you could have done much better there. Now the next one, Rehan, just remember this feedback. Mohit is saying zoom the board. Why? It's so clear. How much more do I zoom on the board? I mean, that's crazy. How much more do I zoom on it, guys? It's pretty clear, is it not? Anyway, let's go to the next one. Now this one, again, you can help me by just typing out very quickly about the white and the black players. I think that white is Vihang here. So please make a note of it and pass on the information. I think white is Vihang here. Is played a solid pawn structure with e4, d4. Is pawn on c3. Yes, and this is Sagar with black. Okay, so Sagar, you can write a book now. It's my recommendation. You write a book, and the book will be titled The Journey of My Knight by Sagar Khedkar. It will be a bestseller in the market by Sagar Khedkar. The Journey of My Knight. And page number 1 will be B8, page number 2 will be C6, page number 3 will be B4, page number 4 will be A6, and you can go on and on about it. Now, when you look at such positions, you should clearly understand the difference between a 1200 and 1400 player and an 1800, 2000 player, or maybe beyond that. Sometimes one image can throw light on so many things. So many things. So as a player with a black piece as Sagar, what you should see is the number of times. We are barely into the 5th move. You can see the notation. This screenshot was taken by me 5 moves into the game, man. 5 moves. And yeah, that will be a good book, is it not? So now your knight just kept galloping, okay, like the horse of Bajirao, and did nothing else. And the pawn is there languishing on f4, waiting to be taken by the bishop. It is the king's gambit, e4, e5, f4. But then what have you done as black player in the 4 moves or 5 moves that you've had? 4 of them were knight moves, man. You played from b8, you pushed the knight to c6, that was okay. That we'll call that development. But later you played the knight to b4, then Vihang kicked it by c3, you went back to a6. I mean, what's going on? Right? Duly noted. Duly noted. The difference between a 1400 player, 1200 player and a 2000 player is exactly this. They don't have time for more than 1 move per piece, unless it is absolutely necessary. Otherwise, you will give me my own example of my Alekhine defense knight. But that is an opening phase where the knight is attacked. I'm not going to give it free. Here, you brought your knight to b4 so that it can be attacked, and then pushed it to the rim. Knight on the rim is dim. Somebody comments. Knight on the rim is dim, and your knight is on a6, man. It's not cool. I think you can make a note of it. And Sagar, if he is here, you can type noted or something like that. Kindly allow me to... Yeah, thank you, Arya. The knight on the rim is dim. Let's proceed to the next one. Always when I come to the next screenshot, share it. Now we don't need now for this one you don't have to tell me who are the players. Oh, this is the juniors will be so happy. You know, I will share something nice and interesting with you. As a kid, when I was learning chess back when I was your age, like the 3rd standard, 2nd standard, my grandfather was my first coach. I always used to like it when an intermediate player beats a master. I always like that. Or maybe beats coach. So here the juniors will enjoy this screenshot is because there is promise, there is faith that is created by our dear master Samarth Nijapkar. What he has done here is he's created faith in juniors that yes, if we play well, we can also defeat sir, Amaya sir, Omkar sir, you name it. If I play well, I will be able to beat my master 100%. And this is a screenshot that actually, you know, gives you that confidence. It does make you feel sad because he missed it. Yeah, in a way it is heartbreak, but sure. Samartha, we are all proud of you. And by the way, there were a couple of, if you missed it, Vihang was the first to type this. You can see, I think in the chat, you can see in the screenshot, immediately Vihang had brought this to notice that he missed a checkmate in 1. And if you missed it then, at that time, you also were alerted on WhatsApp, is it not? So on WhatsApp also Vihang did mention this. But the good thing is that Omkar sir has acknowledged this. So he definitely knows that, and that is the reason why I told you Omkar sir did mention that my performance was not flawless. It's because of such things. But again, use of time. Are the juniors listening? Somebody type that. Use of time. Watch this. He is making the most out of the opportunity he has got to play against Omkar sir. So he's using his time. He is very famous for this now. He is fast gaining a reputation. Avadut, I'm sure that your friend has inspired you and inspired everybody else. Correct. Use of time. Use of time. Chinmay also has praised you, Samartha. Brilliant. Let's proceed to the next one. Rook H1 was checkmate. Oh, sorry. Rook A8. Rook A8 was checkmate. This is another fine example from the same game. Now, why I have kept this screenshot after the last one, I think you can gauge the reason. Can you gauge the reason? Come on, guys. Can you tell me what could have been the reason? Why is this screenshot after the last one? I just ended the last feedback by saying that he's gaining fast reputation of being, very resourceful in a matter of few seconds. You saw that there were some seconds left at that stage, but he had the same time, kind of roundabout that same time over here as well. So just watch this. It is from this position that our master Samarth Nijapkar battled and battled and battled, and he got to that stage where he had mate in one. Very few guys can actually manage this. I have to be honest here. Consistently getting proper moves one after the other, especially when you're down to single digit time. Single digit time. Vyang has a very nice comment for you, Samartha. You are the Nihal Sarin of our class, so why not? Well, first of all, Nihal Sarin doesn't let the time come down to this stage because he's anyway very fast. But Samartha definitely starts playing like him when he struggles when he's down to last few seconds. So it is a very good thing to remember when you play against Samartha. Don't count him out when the time is less. He might just be resourceful and slowly he will gain on you. Yeah, he's Grandmaster Nihal Sarin, by the way. Vihang, due respect, this GM. Okay, you can type that. It's Grandmaster Nihal Sarin at a very young age. And he is known for his fast play, but juniors should not pay attention at the word fast. He doesn't blunder. It's just naturally fast. Otherwise, you will just take his example and from the next time onwards, try to play even faster than him. Please focus on learning, and eventually your speed will be taken care of by itself. Okay, so I think that this is noted, and now you understand the significance of this screenshot. From this position to that last position. Okay. Whoa! Swaroop C. No way. Gary Kasparov is a grandmaster. I'm an unrated player so far. So you don't compare legends like that. No way. I'm a very humble teacher. Let me be one. Okay, and Gary Kasparov, world champion grandmaster Gary Kasparov, is active even today. He manages a draw against Magnus Carlsen. Ooh. Please share a game against what? Pragya says, please share the game of me and Vihang. I will like you to beat them, Pragya, and then you remember we are doing that volunteer thing. By the way, guys, please type in the chat who are the volunteers for the next week. One is Chinmay, right? Who is the other fellow who is going to show us a game? Please type it in the chat, please. I've actually who's the second fellow? Now, the next one is for Yatharth. Is it? Guys, again, comments. Oh, Chinmay and Jay. Okay, Chinmay and Jay. Chinmay and Jay are going to share games, their victories against higher rated opponents or good games they want to share. One game. Now, no, Prajna, the two volunteers have been selected. Chinmay is already ready with the video, says he will send it to me after the stream. Well done, Chinmay. What about Jay? Now, kindly type it in the chat. Is it Yatharth? Is it Yatharth? Yeah, Prajna, we will decide that in this week. Who will be the next two? The players. What is? It's Yatharth, yes. One of them is Yatharth. Who is the other fellow? I believe Yatharth is winning here. And the sad part is the result that you see is a draw. Yes, Anay versus Yatharth. Okay. Is it Anay? Okay. So, Sarup is asking when is the live session with Omkar sir? Well, the deal was on, but we didn't manage a single win this time. It will be determined by our students, Sarup. The moment we have a couple of wins for our students, they defeat Omkar sir, the next time around, we will definitely invite him to share his views about those two games and the students' progress in the hub in general. So you can see that Samartha had a chance for one win. Last time around, last Friday, there was a win. Remember that? So yeah, they are knocking at the door, but we haven't had two defeats. So that time will come soon. And here, unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but this is a simple king and queen ending. Your opponent is down to just a king and you repeat the moves and it ends in a draw. OMG. OMG. Hello, Ojas is here. Hey, this is the same Ojas who did not play on Friday, right? Okay. So, sarcasm, huh? Sarcasm. Now, Yatharth should be here for the feedback. I told him that you should be on the stream today because this is a feedback and this was embarrassing. The king and the queen versus a king. Man, yes, agreed that the time is less. You can see that it's down to some seconds. I understand that. But come on, with the queen, you definitely need to finish such games. You cannot be happy with a draw in such a game. Okay, the stream is absolutely fluent. There's no problem. There's no lagging at all. Now, the thing is, even when you have a few seconds, or just don't tell me that you told on the stream that please add me in your group. Man, that ID you sent me. Now let's deal with this. Ojas, you did send me a request on our Vaidya's chess up, which I have approved. I believe you sent me the ID with Ojas 2005 and I approved that. And in fact, we all repeatedly told you, Ojas, that you have to play some games so that you can enter in the tournament. And I approved that ID. So, okay. Yatharth's mother is here. So, yeah, I think that's a very, very good thing. We appreciate that. Guys, Yatharth's mother is here. So, Yatharth is not here, but his mom is making a note of the feedback. Again, I will say that is exceptional. That is exceptional. Very good. Very good. Yatharth's mother, we're so appreciative that our parents are so taking so keen interest that when the student isn't there, the parents make a note of their feedback, which is commendable. A big thumbs up for that. Now, Ojas, we are tired of your IDs one after the other. If you wanted this ID, laptop ID added, why did you not send it to me? I have on the team, you should get a request. I got a request from Ojas 2005. I approved that. That's not fair. We keep talking about IDs upon IDs upon IDs. Now, whatever your ID is, make sure I see that request on Vaidya's Chess Hub team. Then you play the tournament or other tournaments, be regular. Then we will incorporate you in the group. Okay. Now, the thing is, let's proceed with, by the way, people, again, appreciation for Yatharth's mother. Swaroop can also make a note of this. What enthusiastic parents are also there with us who make a note. So when I believe Yatharth is out for some exam and he is going to come back, and later his mama will share the feedback with him. That is ultra solid. That's nice. Okay. So this is the feedback for Yatharth. He should have finished, ma'am. You can tell Yatharth that he was winning here with the queen. He should have easily finished this. Now, okay, again in the chat, please tell me who these players are over here. So, the names of the players. Atharva and Arush. Thank you so much, Chinmay. Atharva is white and Arush is with the black pieces. Now again, the feedback here for Arush, that's our new admission, is Kshitij, Master Kshitij Datta's friend. Arush, welcome on board. But what you can do is 100% play with caution. Don't prove to be Datta's friend by neglecting your king's safety. Don't prove your friendship with Kshitij Datta like that. You can use the time. You can lose the games on time, because this was barely the first, no, not barely, this was the first tournament you played with us. So share the link, and please, Kshitij, you can tell him that I was fairly impressed with his performance, but what he can do is not to neglect king's safety. And believe me, Datta, you will tell this to him. Kshitij Datta will tell Arush that don't compromise on king's safety. LOL, right? LOL. Anyway, jokes apart, but definitely share this feedback with him and tell him that our sir was very impressed, considering that he was playing for the first time. He is a welcome addition to our hub. I always like it. It's wonderful. Hey, Arush Menon is here. Hey, Kshitij, he is here, man. Hi, Arush. We were just taking a look at your game and the screenshot, that is. And I was talking about, this is nice, this is good. That you are playing without concern for king's safety. But otherwise, come on, this is your first tournament. So, come on, I am really impressed with this. At least you are not seen on a pause mode. At least you are not giving just free pieces here, there, left, right, center. So all in all, I was impressed with this. Next one, please. Another fine example of how to use time. And this time I want to give a round of applause to Saumitra and to Vihang. And all of you also should do that. Fantastic. How happy this makes me feel as a coach. Just brilliant. Look at these two guys now. Now what can the juniors learn? I keep talking about time. A 1900 guy is playing against another 1900 guy, or probably 2000, but Vihang lost the game, so he slipped under 2000 for some time. So I can see here is, I think, 1995, if I'm not wrong. This is, again, I will say that the screenshots don't lie. The screenshots don't lie. When you see such images, the juniors should take inspiration. You can see #2 and #3. It's board. It's seed number 2 playing seed number 3. plus table 2, and then you see them taking their games so seriously. I repeat, they take their games so seriously that they are also again down to 11 seconds and 20 seconds. Although they both are, head to head, they're quite evenly balanced as far as the strength is concerned. But that's good gesture. Soumitra is accepting the appreciation gracefully. Oh, that's nice. It's number 2 versus number 8. Still the top 10. Correction there. Hashtag 2 and hashtag 8 correction. But still in the top 10 makes big sense. The point remains the same. That if they are playing it so seriously, then I have a question for the juniors. Who licenses you, Purvesh? If you are with us, I don't think I saw his hello sir in the chat. I mean, I don't know. Soumitra blundered his queen later, that's history. But I am saying, to come at this stage, there is a king, there is queen, there are rooks, there are pawns. So clearly to reach this stage with some seconds left shows that both the players were pretty intent on winning the game. That's what I want to see. It's a game. Somebody will win, somebody will lose. There might be a draw. That is all secondary. But the juniors pay attention and learn from the seniors. Bhargav, how about this? Namish, how about this? Granth, how about this? Watch in how many games you have such a situation, the clock's ticking. Both you and your opponent have actually tried very hard. There has been a hard fought battle and you see such a thing. That impresses me. That impresses me. Yes, Soumitra did blunder the queen later. He got it pinned and then he had to exchange it for the rook, and later Vihang was able to win this. Although Vihang should have pushed the pawns, that was also one way of victory. What he preferred was he played a waiting kind of game where he had the king protected. There was no check possible. The pawns were completely guarding and the rook was also solid. So anyway, Kshitish Datta has typed my quote and I like that. Don't show your friendship with Kshitish by neglecting king's safety. Oh yeah, big time. I appreciate it. And he himself has typed this line. Why you need great sportsmanship to do something like that. Datta, awesome man, awesome. Okay, I think this slide also tells you a lot. Juniors, come on. Let us talk about the next one. Here, again, this is Vihang versus Chinmay. We all know what happened here. We know that Chinmay defeated Vihang. We all know that. But again, I'm saying the time used by the seniors. Now, again, this will be useful for juniors because, not because it's Omkar sir or me or Vihang or Soumitra or somebody in the 1900, 2000 working their magic. This is Chinmay. And why Chinmay has gone in an ascending plane, showing progress, is because of this. He is using time, both are down to last 40 seconds, and Chinmay managed to beat Vihang. The point here is not to show the victory. The point here is to emphasize that if you go ahead and use time, think about your opponent's moves, surely 100% you are going to do better. You are going to do better eventually. But if you are willing to spend time on the board. Anyway, this is OMG, an easy fork. And somebody type the time for the black player in the chat. Comment. The time that you see is left with the player with the black pieces here. Chinmay, you're welcome. Datta, you don't have to be disappointed. You've already today itself claimed the 2000 mark. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining for Bhargav. Hey! So now this was game 1 for Bhargav in the tournament. and Bhargav had to pack his bag and emigrate to Canada. Bhargav's bag was packed, and at the airport they were calling out his name. Bhargav Attade, if you are here, this is the last call, board your flight. So Bhargav said, let me finish this game and I am off to Canada. And he caught his flight, and legends have it that he now plays slowly. Comments. So what is this? You are playing the tournament for the sake of playing it. I clearly got that one meaning watching this game. It hurt me big time. As much as a coach, you love watching your progress. It does hurt when I see such things. I'm telling you that. I mean, what's the rush? You have the potential. You are Bhargav Attade, who sometimes, not always, but sometimes, show potential of a podium finish. And if I'm not wrong, you have finished on the podium on multiple occasions. So why is it that you play so fast at times, and it clearly gives me an impression that you're playing because it's Friday, there is a tournament, I have to play, otherwise what will sir say, and you're playing the tournament. That kind of participation is not good. Play the tournament wholeheartedly. Okay? Yeah. Rudra. Yeah. Legends have it. Yeah. The legend has it that now he plays slowly. Well, we will find that out this Friday. Telling you. So Bhargav, don't play the tournament, just because you have to play a tournament. We are young, getting the emotions, but I'm saying this, that's life of a coach. Every time, you are happy when you see the progress, but when you see such things, imagine when I saw that draw by Yatharth with the king and the queen and only the king, and he repeated the queen checks, and OMG, it was a draw. He gave the queen check, the king moved, the queen check, the king moved. It ended in a threefold repetition. King and queen versus king. For the love of God. Okay. Next one, please. Okay, we know this. This one, yeah. How sad is that? How sad is this? This is about Dishan, is it? Just please, names of players, guys. No, Arush. Kshitij did not play bad. Kshitij was not at his best. But we will settle for that, Arush. Datta was not playing at his best, but he was certainly not that bad. We'll settle at the fact that he did not play his best. So white is Dishan here. Yeah, so I was right about it. White is Dishan here. And comment, time control with white. What's the time left for white player here? Comments. Time left for the white player. Dishan has an opportunity to play with Vihang in this game. And time left with white. He is playing against 2000 or 1900 player. Yes, we have Vihang nostalgia. On the projector, we used to give students those challenges to finish this king and queen versus king in a minute or in 10 seconds or whatever. 2 minutes and 55. Good to see Purvesh Kulkarni also typing the timing. What am I saying? Typing the timing. Yeah, typing the timing. Purvesh Kulkarni is typing the timing. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Dishan has all got it sorted. Dishan is the Guru. Okay. Yes, there is a little lag. There is a little lag, but it will be sorted because it's not that bad. So be patient. It will be sorted. Yes, there is a little lag, but a little lag, it will get sorted. I'm positive. Now, people, so when you have this kind of a chance to play against 2000, you should not mess it up like this. Don't do that. Okay? Don't let that happen. Dishan, play slowly. Oh, who is this master class? That's Samarth, right? Who's that? Yeah. Oh, Jay. Oh, Jay. Jay. Ooh, guys, when I say a little lag, what I mean is that it should get sorted pretty soon. That's what I mean by a little lag. So, I mean that it will get sorted. Relax, have patience, buddy. So, here we are, and we talked about Jay the last Sunday. Master Jay. The stream is back, by the way. We are talking about Jay here. Master Jay Fulmamrika. You, man, you have great potential and you will definitely, be a better player if you go for the jugular. Type it in the chat. Comments, people. Go for the jugular. Let's see, I'm sure. Hey, Ojas is saying you got the 3rd rank in the state level quiz contest. Congratulations to Ojas. Very well done. We are happy for you, Ojas. Keep progressing. And thanks for sharing it with us. We're happy for you, Ojas. That's a good thing. 3rd rank in the state level IT quiz contest, guys. It's not just a general knowledge quiz. It's IT quiz contest. So, Ojas, congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing this. And we are proud of you. Now, comments. Going for the jugular. Nobody has typed that yet. What? Struggling with the spelling there? Saumitra, I thought he would be the one to go for it. I was sure that he would be the one to go for it. So Jai, which means that you are not going for the coup de grace, which means the final blow. Coup de grace. It's a French terminology which means go for the kill. The opponent is down to his king. You have got 6 rook, knight. What more does Jai need for a checkmate? And it just goes for stalemate. Jai. Oh, Jai. What's up? And this time, again, for the love of God, do not tell me that it was a mouse slip. When does mouse slip happen? When you are pressured for time. Now at the moment, somebody type it. What's the time left with Jay? What is the time left with Jay? Jay is with the black pieces. What's the time, man? What's the time left with Jay? What's up? What's up? Now Jay is sharing with us. Misclicked. Hey, that's a new word. Jay, misclicked. Guys, that's a new word. Misclicked. Sure. 1 minute and 45 or 49 seconds people are saying. That's huge time to checkmate, man. That's huge. Okay. Rudra is saying that Prajna plays on the phone using a mouse. Prajna, what did I just read? Some lines hurt your eyes when you read. What did I just read? You play on your phone using a mouse? Is that even possible? People, comments. What did I just read? Okay. So Jay, next time let there be no mouse slip or no misclick. Vihang has helped you. Vihang has helped you. It's made in two. I did calculated that, but Vihang says it's made in two. Wow, what more do you want? Now, Datta is surprised. Pragya is saying, ha. Like, how do you do that? Play on the phone using your mouse? Jay, is this true? What we read about Prajna? How does she play on the phone using a mouse? Now, don't for God's sake tell me it's a real mouse. This doesn't play using Jerry. Arush, we have told about you. Kshitij, pass on the comment to Arush. Is asking. We did share this. Okay. Prajna, comments. We can actually use mouse in mobile. But it's not about what you can use, Prajna. It's not about what you can use. Question is it worth it? So Mitra has a comment. If you get a connector with a charger port on one end and a USB on the other side of the... Oh my God. Dishan's comment is that it's made in one, not made in two. Dishan, you're wrong. OMG, you're wrong. You're saying Rook D3. What about King B2? OMG, Dishan. You're trying to prove Vihang wrong? No. No, baby. No. It's made in two. Okay. Prajna, all I'm saying is that it is a complicated process to play a simple game of chess. But hats off to you, girl. Hats off to you. Pragya, did you see what your fellow friend does here? Hats off. Don't share this with Pooja ma'am and complicate her life. And Ojas has given you a dab. Comments. Radhe Sawant's comments about that mouse use. Oh, now please type the name of the white player here in this screenshot. Who is this player with the white pieces, guys? Comments. Okay. Man, Ojas is proud of you, Prajna. The IT experts talking of IT quiz. Prajna, Ojas is proud of you here. Oh, Ojas is proud of you, Prajna. That's good knowledge here. Manas Zope. Manas Arjun Zope. What did you do here? And by the way, the time as well. What's the time white player has? What is the time? Was there any urgency, you tell me? Was Manas under time pressure? He played the move suggested with the green arrow and totally neglected. Manas thought, hey, why pay attention to that F2 pawn? 1 minute and 56 seconds. That's almost 2 minutes, Manas. That's almost 2 minutes. You had 2 minutes to come up with a good move. And you thought, let me blunder F2. Let me blunder F2. I don't like that F2 pawn. Let me get rid of my rook. Let me give that exchange. And so, the rook was perfectly fine on F1, protecting that F2 pawn. But you said, hey, let me change the situation here. By the way, Hitesh Chakradev sir, please type the spelling also correctly. You almost made him Russian by the spelling. What's up, Hitesh? Anyway, That's well, now there is no lag. Whoa, whoa, now there is no lag. The things have become better. Come on then. Okay. Next one, please. Now this one, who is the expert white player here? Who is playing against Soumitra in this slide? Who is that great fellow? Is it Mohit? Somebody comment. Extraordinary player with the white pieces. Mohit it is. Well, Master Mohit, time left for white. Time left with white, guys. Time left with white. Comments. Time for the white pieces, guys. How much time does Mohit have here? 2 minutes. Okay. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Guys, 2 minutes and 8 seconds. And Mohit, you don't think about your opponent's last move. For shame. Opponent's last move, Mohit Patil. You see there highlighted with the green? No, not the green arrow, the green squares. Look at it. Your opponent, Soumitra, played the knight from f6 to d5, attacking your bishop. Man, that's his last move. Not that it was a discovered attack or something that you could not see. Just one move. I repeat, just one move. And you don't see that. And you just do what you want to do. And you captured a pawn on d4, which is already defended by the knight on c6. So, this is incredible. And Prajna with a ridiculous comment. Prajna says, can we please do tactics? So, even before I have not covered, even before I end my feedback, Prajna is mentally off on tactics. This is amazing. This is amazing. I am not yet done with the feedback. Prajna is let's do tactics. Oh, Prajna. Anyway. So, we will do tactics if time permitted. You should read my notifications properly, guys. Anyway. Extraordinary. Opponent's last move. Who is the great player with the white pieces here? Is it Master Sanchit? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. In the comments. Is the player with the white player Sanchit? Or is it Rudra? Who is the one with the white pieces here? Namish, is it? Is it Namish with white? Yes. So Namish and comments, people, time with white. Time with white, guys. Time with white pieces, please. Comments. Namish is white. Got that. Time with white, please. Because Master Namish wants to play 5+3 games. So let's tell him something nice, something useful for his life. Comments. Time left for white. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Now listen to this very carefully. Very carefully. Master Namish Dhake, listen to this very carefully. When you are given 3 minutes and 2 seconds to play, you manage blunders by using barely 40 seconds of your time. And you are telling me that it will be much better if we play 5+3. so that you can lose even faster. That is called funny. This is called funny. If you play like this, Namish, it does not matter if you play 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 10 plus 5, 15 plus 15, 30 plus 15, doesn't matter. If this is your quality of play, green squares, watch the green squares. Your opponent played his knight from c6 to d4. Watch it, watch it. That's your opponent's last move. But Namish had decided. Namish had decided in life what to do. Namish had decided that he in life will take that pawn on e5. Namish was decided. Because it was not 5 plus 3, Namish said no, this is not 5 plus 3, I will not play properly. And Namish played that pawn, he took that pawn and gave a simple fork, knight takes c2. This is incredible, Namish. You are telling me, agreed with Prajna. You agree with Prajna that it should be 5 plus 3. Man, play properly first. Play properly first. One move, you don't see opponent's last move. You want to comment about 5 plus 3. That is some audacity, man. That's some audacity. Don't do that. And we are done with the screenshots. However, the feedback is not over without mentioning one important point. Very important point. In fact, there are 2 points. And if you are missing the hub, I'll take you to the hub. We are at the hub now. Comments. People, there are 2 points I want to raise. Number 1 is that for my liking, there are players like Purvesh, Kavish, Bhargav, Mohit, Namish. They keep still playing faster to my liking. That must come down. For my liking, that must come down. Number 1. And number 2, I kept it for the last. Vardhan, I've analyzed your game against Kshitij, and boy, it is suspicious. Let me be honest with you. You were different, Vardhan, in other games, and a completely different Vardhan while playing against Kshitij Datta. I have analyzed that game, and believe me, as a coach, I have enough experience to say that it is suspicious. I am saying it. Believe you me, you may not like this, but you have to take it positively. Next time, let there not be any element for any suspicion. People are giving comments about our hub. Yeah, sure, we missed this place. We missed this place in the background here. I'm not saying you used engine or you did not use engine or whatever. I'm not using harsh words. But I have enough experience and I can tell you, and I'll tell you why I'm saying this. I have softwares where I'm able to assess not just the analysis of the game, but the playing strength in general on the basis of their, your overall games and that particular game. You played in the game against Datta. Listen to me calmly and carefully, and this applies to all. In the future also, let this be properly noted that your coach watches the games and has enough acumen to tell you that something is fishy and something is fishy. In that game against Datta, Vardhan, you played at a strength better than a grandmaster. Some comments, Vardhan. I'm not kidding. That game you played against Datta, the software analysis, I have decent confirmation on this. You played better than a grandmaster in that one game, I'm saying. And in the other games, when you see you're playing strength was perfect, like the Vardhan we know. The contrast was massive. I'm telling you that. And that does raise some eyebrows. And in the future, let that not be the case. I don't want to be harsh. I don't want to make a direct allegation, but I'm showing you your playing strengths of that game. So if you are, no, leeches does take into account. Again, nice. This is important. Vardhan, your comment is nice that leeches will ban you. But leeches makes a note of such things. So leeches must have seen this. When you abort games, leeches does give you warning, is it not? It doesn't immediately ban your ID. It does give you a warning that if you do this, then you might be banned. So leeches doesn't immediately ban you. I am not saying anything which is consistent. Then leeches will take action. Just for that one game, things were not normal. And leeches makes a note of this. So if there is certain frequency with which this happens, then leeches will take the action. Okay, no need to do that. No need to do that. No need to do that. But I am saying, Namish also has learned his lesson. We are all proud of him. Come on. And there are others also whom I know who have gone through this process of learning. I'm saying this to all of you, not just to Vardhan. There are at all levels. People have to learn. Come on, come on. So yes, integrity cannot be compromised. Let there be fair play. Let there be nothing suspicious. That's it. Nothing more needs to be done. Take it positively. That's it. That's why I had kept this intentionally at the end. And I think now we can bring this to the end. Soumitra, please let me know if you are going to post that bullet tournament message. Is there a tournament this evening? I won't be playing with the under 1400 today. Next Sunday, I shall do that. So please type it in the chat. Soumitra waiting for it. Oh, I have sent it. Soumitra is saying he has sent it. I have not checked it then. So guys, all the best. All of you today can play in that bullet tournament because I won't be having a session this evening. Next Sunday we'll do that for the under 1400 guys. It was wonderful bringing this session to you. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you have taken it positively. Hope you enjoyed and recollected memories in the hub that is behind me. That's wonderful, is it not? Miss that place, miss that place. Come on, guys. And we will now meet on Tuesday. Do take care. Bye-bye.